everyone! Today I am listening to this week's Patreon poll winner, and as always, I'm very eager to hear what you've chosen for me to hear. This time it is Bob Marley and the Wailers, No Woman, No Cry. I have listened to one Bob Marley song before I remember it. I Shot the Sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy or something like that. So I'm curious to see what else does he have to give us. It's going to be fun. The song was recorded in 1974, but the live recording of this song from the 1975 album Live was released as a single and is the best known version. The live version of the song ranked number 37 on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time. And in 2005, the live version of the song was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. So this is one of those rare occasions where I will be listening to the live version as my first listen. So it's interesting to see him as he's singing and performing. His voice is so, and I remember this from I Shot the Sheriff. It's like it's full of character and humor and personality. It's very colorful, but at the same time, it's in a kind of understated manner. And maybe I would say it's kind of dry sense of humor. And watching him perform, he's much more dynamic and a lot more movement than I imagined when I heard I Shot the Sheriff. But at the same time, it actually fits. It feels very natural. It doesn't feel like it's put on or like it doesn't belong or like it might distract from the music. It almost feels like it flows out of the music. And I guess maybe that's one of the reasons that I feel like his singing is a kind of understated type of drama, because when he's moving here on stage, it's like that movement is flowing directly out of the notes. It's born within the notes itself. It's not something that is being applied to the notes, to the music, to make it be dynamic. But it exists. That is the energy and the personality that exists within those notes. And yet, when you listen to just the notes themselves, you have to be kind of sensitive to the hearing of that within the notes. I don't know if that's making sense, but that's how I feel it, and that's what I'm hearing and saying here.
No woman, no cry. No, no woman, no woman, no cry. You see, I remember when we used to sit
government yard in Trenchtown. Okay.
Observing the hypocrites as they would mingle with the good people we meet.
See, even the lyrics, they're
Good friends we have, oh, good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say, and no woman cry.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what is this no woman, no cry? Are you saying if you don't have a woman, then you don't cry? Or if you don't have a woman, there's no crying? But no, it's a sort of soothing, no woman, don't cry, no woman, no cry. So dry your tears. There is a kind of, shall I say, charming sweetness to, and at the same time, kind of, how should I say? There's a humor to it. There's a, just as in the government yard in Trenchtown. I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown, observing the hypocrites mingle with the good people we meet. Good friends we have, good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. There's in there simple lines, delivered simply. But at the same time, there is this kind of humor and willingness to laugh at the hard times and kind of a positive spirit brought into this song, which I'm trying to think how would I describe it, and how what is it that I'm hearing in the music that makes me feel that? And I'm not sure I quite have the words for it yet, but I'm going to keep listening and see if by the end I can sum it up a little better.
No woman, no cry.
I think
No woman, no cry. No, no woman, no cry. You see, I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown, and then Georgie would make the firelight as it was logwood burning through the night. Then we would cook cornmeal porridge, and a minute of which I'll share with you. Oh, my feet is my only carrot. A minute, so I've got to push on through. But while I'm gone, hey, everything's gonna be alright. Well, everything's gonna be alright.
Okay. So it's such an expression of lived hardship, lived memories, in which there's also a human warmth to it. And that, I think, is what I hear strongly in the music. And that human warmth and human caring is the thing that makes me hear and feel. But how does the music itself express that? And I think it's partly the rhythms, partly the way the rhythms are subdued, but at the same time, the syncopation gives these moments of buoyancy and lift. And the way the voices also, they sing rather subdued, whether it's Bob Marley or the female chorus here. It's not melodramatic, and it's not just pouring it all out in front of us musically. It's contained, it's reserved. There's a kind of dignity about it and about its delivery. But within that, and as you listen to the abundance of descending lines, which add the sort of emotional weight to it, and the I might say the depressive elements, or the expression of hardship and sorrow. At the same time, there are places where the voice will rise up and hover near the top, or the melodic phrase will leap and leave us up, moving upwards. And that combination and all of that is one of the things I think that really works well to leave me and deliver this expression, this feeling of emotional experience. By experience, I mean something that has been lived over a lifetime. And you hear the hardship and the struggle and the bleakness, but at the same time, you hear this incredibly vibrant, irrepressible human spirit, which carries on and looks forward and remembers the good and treasures the beautiful. And that, I think, is what I find myself being attracted to in this song.
Be alright, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Reaching up there a bit more.
So woman, no cry. Oh no, no, don't shed no tears.
Notice how as it comes back to this,
Woman, no cry.
even as she's singing this, it's livelier than at first.
Oh my little sister, don't shed no tears. No, no woman, woman, no cry.
I love the fact that it's bringing in some of these images from home. It's like saying, this is what it's all about. These are the people it's all about. I've been to visit Jamaica multiple times. It's been quite a few years since I was there. I remember these scenes. I remember the spirit of the people there. I wasn't there as a tourist in a resort. I was there visiting friends, and I was able to spend time not so much in the resort areas, but more the inland part of the country, and I remember the feel. I remember the warmth of the people. I remember the incredible joy that they bring to their lives, and the way they embrace their identity and their lifestyle. And seeing these pictures brings it flooding back to me. And I love the fact that this is such an embrace of all that life is. It's really beautiful. In fact, I feel like this is the perfect time to remind my viewers on YouTube about the new channel I've started called North. Here's the link, which, different topic, same positive energy. If you like what you find on Virgin Rock, feel free to explore that as well. But the idea expressed in this song, the resilience and the heart of people around the world, and what is being sung here is so special, isn't it? It's really beautiful. Thank you to all of you who chose this for me. I said I would try to summarize, try to distill how I feel this music expresses what it does so well. And this is one of those pieces which is a combination, a blending of the lyrical element and the musical element. And I think also one of the reasons that this song, the live recording, is the one that really took off, is because it also contributes in its own special way. Now, the lyrics require the music, and the music requires the lyrics. They're equally weighted in this one, I would say. I don't think that if I were simply listening to the music on its own, that it would stand out quite so much without the lyrics. Same as I feel like reading the lyrics, they're beautiful, and they're so special on their own 2 feet. But I think that the music enhances and enriches them. And so they belong together. The video and the live performance, I mentioned how the live performance and the movement that comes out of the notes is something that exists within the notes. And that's why I think that the visual element of seeing the live performance in this case is really valuable, especially to perhaps somebody who might not be very familiar with this kind of music. It's kind of a might I say, a translation or a map, a guided tour through the music. When you can see the way he's feeling and expressing and moving out of and from and within each note. And that, I think, is the special value that this brings. Not that the music requires it, not that the song itself requires visuals in order to be effective, but it is a kind of guided tour, and makes it perhaps easier to hear within the music the incredible richness that exists in those few notes that we have in this song. And it ends up being incredibly special. In fact, before I take my headphones off, I want to go back and just listen to the opening one more time. gentleness about it. Dignity, even in the musical accompaniment itself. And then when he comes in with this, so simple. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to it all the way through again, but I will be listening to it again off camera, of course. I think the thing that strikes me most about this piece is the incredible sense of dignity that it conveys. And so when you hear "No woman, don't cry," it's not saying put a lid on your emotions. It's saying remember who you are, as you are, where you are, however you are, and remember all that you are and all that we are, all we have been, and as it said, in this great future, you can't forget your past. And that, I think, sums up the sense of dignity and belonging and ownership of self that this song expresses so beautifully. So it's so much more than just a soothing, dry your tears song. It is that, but it's so much more than that. And thank you again to all who chose this. It really enriched my day, and I'm looking forward to what you choose for me next week. I'll see you soon.